Hey, what's going on, weavers? Tim here again, and in this episode we will be making a monkey's fist bead. This version of the monkey's fist is quite literally a bead, and it can be fed onto a strand of paracord or thinner cord. These can be used for keychains, lanyard beads, and even a bracelet if you have enough patience. So let's get right into it. For my monkey's fist core, I'm using these wooden beads, and they have a hole drilled through them. These I got at a craft store. And to clean up and widen the drilled hole, I'm just going to use my awl tool on my Swiss Army knife. I'm using 95 paracord for this bead. And to start off, I'm going to place the bead in between my index and middle finger. Note that I'm keeping the opening of the bead pointing up and down. I'm going to start wrapping my cord going clockwise away from me, and I'm going to do 5 passes going across. After making 5 passes, turn 90 degrees and start wrapping around the middle of the first set of passes. Do 5 once again, keeping them neatly stacked. With those done, I'm going to remove my fingers from the first set of passes, and then from there start wrapping the third set above and below the wooden bead through the spaces created by the first passes. Do 5 like before to finish. Now you can start cinching the slack out of the monkey's fist. I like to start with the first set of passes and just work the slack out one end. Now I've got a dedicated video discussing the finer points of tightening a monkey's fist if you require additional tips. I usually do about 2 to 3 rounds of tightening, but for this one just do 2, no need to make it too tight. With that done, we can now clip off the excess strands with your scissors, melt with your lighter, and then press down on the ends to lock them in place. Now we can string up our monkey's fist bead, and using my smallest lacing needle, I'm going to locate the drilled out hole in the bead, and I can now pass my strand of 95 through the monkey's fist, making it a bead. Now you can probably feed some 550 paracord through the bead, but you'd have to thin the point out to allow it to slide through, or you'd have to use a bigger bead. So with my 95 cord through, I'm going to feed it all the way through and even out my cords. I'm going to tie some snake knots, holding my strands across my index finger like so. And I'm going to grab the left strand, make a loop around the right, then take the right strand and wrap it around the opposite strand, and then go through the back of the first loop you created. I'm going to repeat this process a few more times to form my keychain. To finish, I'm going to take both ends and pass them through my split ring. From here, we're going to tie 2 more snake knots. The left cord wraps around the left side, in front and around the right strand. The right strand then wraps around to the left, in front, and then through the opposite loop. Pull tight and repeat the process one more time and match up to the rest of the snake knots. Lastly, just snip and melt and press down on the ends to lock them in place. So there we have it, weavers. That is how you make a monkey's fist bead. Now you can do a few things with these. You can string up a bunch into a bracelet, make a necklace, or maybe even make a beglari, in addition to making a keychain. So I hope you all enjoyed this one and will try it out. A huge thank you to all my Patreon supporters who make videos like this possible. If you want access to exclusive content and the Weavers of Eternity Discord and want to support the channel directly, please feel free to check out my Patreon page. You can also support the channel by liking the video, commenting, and subscribing. If you enjoyed the content here, please feel free to check out what I have to offer on the rest of my channel.